Hello, people. Welcome to yet another dashboard, another video by Power BI Panther. This is Kenny speaking, and in this video, we are tackling the fourth question of the Enterprise Sales Pipeline Challenge. And the fourth question is, which sales representatives consistently manage the healthiest pipeline? And back when we were going through all the data, we had jotted down that let's create a bar chart or column chart of deal stages versus duration or days passed by sales representatives. Now, let me just dive right in. Um, to give you a context, what is a deal stage? We have looked at deal stage in the question three, where you have your lead and qualified proposal, negotiation, closing, and contracting. Right. So these are all your deal stages. Now you want to see what is a healthy pipeline. And in my opinion, a healthy pipeline is one where the the sales rep is not spending too much time on a particular stage, right? So how do we find too much time? We get too much time by seeing either days passed or duration. Duration you already have, so let's get days passed. To do that, I'm going to go to fat deals, and I'm going to create something called deal age. So I've already created, so let me just show you how it looks. It's basically your um, date diff. Let me do it again. Yeah. So date diff, which is your difference in dates. And it tells you you have to put your date one, date two, and interval. It returns the number of units specified in interval between the input two dates. Now I want the created date, comma, I don't need to put date here, and last activity date. Okay. And I'll say day, right? To give me the number of days. So I put that. And remember here, you need to select new column and not measure. Because why you need to select new column and not measure is because for every deal, you're going to get a value right now. Right? For every deal, will have a particular deal age. So every row, you're going to get a different value. Now, when you use measure is that if it's an aggregated value, it is measured. Like if it's a sum of uh, duration, sum of minutes, then it is a measure. But if it is on a per row basis, you use a this new column. All right, so we have created that, and it gives you the number of days between the created date key and the last activity date key. Now, it's important that we understand what this means, what this number means. So 148 is basically how many days it was there in all the stages of this particular deal. So now this is lead in. So yeah, he was there. This deal was 148 days in lead in, but let's say we are in the last stage. All right. Let's say we are in the closing stage. So he has spent, the sales rep has spent 376 days in this deal, and it's not 376 days in closing stage. It's just 376 days for all the stages, um, including the closing stage, right? So that's what this means, because it's very unlikely that you're going to have created date for when the stage was passed, right? If it has come to closing stage, they are not going to create a key called created date. Created date will be when the deal was created, and then last active date is when the last activity was performed. So it is great that there are some deals that are in the closing stage, and it took just 9 days. So that is incredible. So that's the content, that's an important distinction to make when we are looking at this, because a lot of people, they will look at it as, okay, so many days were spent in these stages. Okay, so now let's get into creating the visual. If I do bar chart and I have stage name and deal age, this is what it will look like. Now, as I've mentioned before, this is your sum of deal, but the deals that are there in this closing also includes days that have passed in the older stages. So this is not a right visual, right? I hope you understand what I'm trying to say. It's not a right visual because it's not that only, um, let me put average here. Again, average is very important because you want to normalize it. It's very, very, so it's not that you spent only 117 days in, so in only 158 days in negotiation. Negotiation happened along with several other things in several other stages as well. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and I'm going to increase. Yeah, sorted by. I'm just going to do this quickly because this is not what the main thing is, right? So this is a wrong visual because it gives an impression that the sales rep or the integrators totally are spending 109 days on average on contracting, but that's not true. This 109 days includes all the other stages as well. Okay, so then what other visual can we do? We'll go for matrix visual because we want a on sales rep site. Right? So I put sales rep. I'm going to put stage name here in columns, stage order also in columns, above stage name, and I'm going to expand one level down. In values, I'm going to put deal age, and it's by default giving me sum, and I don't want sum, I want average. And here in rows, I want to put the representative name. Okay, so now I've got all the representatives here. It's now I don't want the subtotal, but I want the main total. Okay, so let's remove the subtotal. So removing subtotal is very easy. It's like this. But here's an issue. When I remove subtotal, I'm removing the grand total as well. So what do I do? What can I do to change that? Well, we have to go with a what's it called non-conventional method to get the total grand total, and that is I've done a copy paste of the same visual, and in this I'm going to remove these both. I'm going to remove the columns. Right. So now now I've got the total deal age. Okay. I'll put this here. I'll put this here. I'm just going to expand this to make some formatting changes. I do not like these alternating what's it called, the shading. So I'm going to go to style and say minimal. Always minimalistic style is best. I'm going minimal here. And what else? I what else would I want? Oh yeah. So see here I've got this and here I've got this. What else I require is I would like it to show me some cell elements. Yeah, cell elements and gram bars, data bars. Right now, the nice thing about data bars is I don't have to mentally remember what numbers are what to know which one is high, which one is low. Like now the bars do that for me, so I don't have to do that, and that's very important because we must all remember that from a client perspective, you don't make the client try to figure out anything. It is important that they instantly get what this is about. Now I got this, but then I have all of the um, sales rep, and I don't want all. I just want the top 10. So I go to sales rep here with this filter in. I go to sales rep and I say top N, and I go to deal age, put it here, and say 10. Okay, and do I want top or bottom? I want bottom, right? Because the lower the deal age is, the better. And I don't want some, I want average. So I've got this. The same thing I'm going to do for this as well. So in rep name, open 10, and I'll say this as bottom, and deal age goes here. And it's not going to be sum, it's going to be average. Apply filter. Cool. We've got 10 here, we have got 10 here. Have we got 10? Anyways, let me do some more formatting. I'm going to go to visual and column headers, just so that because there's all of this blank space, right? And I don't want that blank space. So fit to content becomes grow to fit, right? And yeah, this is good. This is good. Here also, I'm going to put grow to fit, right? So this is one thing. This is your um what is this? This is your days, right? How many days it took. So I'm putting this here. I'll put it at this corner, and I'll put this also at this corner. And wait, now have we got 10, or it looks like more than 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Okay, we have got 10. Hmm. Let me reduce that. Let me put 7 instead. Just because there's not enough space. And yeah, this should be fine. And I'm going to bring this down here so that it's in this level. And now that I'm here, I don't want the rep name again because it's already here. So um let me I'll wait. Let me just get one slicer in and then show you that it's working properly, and then I'll do that. I will bring product category. So this is just so that if I change the product category, I'm getting the same folks. So if I go to analytics in BI, do I have the same guys? No, I don't. So this is a very important check. You see how it worked here but didn't work there? Yeah, see, this is the issue. Here it is sum of deal age, where here it is average of deal age. So this is what we missed. This is average. Apply filter. Right now it's all the same. Right now what I'm going to do is I'm going to remove this. Imagine if I had removed this before trying this, then I would not know if I've got the correct guys or not, like whether it's showing the same folks or not. Okay, so now we have seen that it shows the same. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to remove this. How I'm going to remove it? I'm going to say go to row headers and go to remove text wrap, and color I'm going to put it as white. Same thing with, now with the representative name, I can't do that because column headers will remove both of them. Right. So I'm just going to show you how column headers will remove both of them. If I make this as white, right, it'll remove both, but I don't want it to remove both. I just want to remove the representative name. So I go here, double click representative name, and just put a space here. Okay, it's important that you put space, otherwise it will not work well. Okay, and now this is here. See, so this is so now this looks like as if it's part of the same thing, right? It's not a separate thing altogether. I'm copy and pasting it, and I'm bringing this down. And here I'm all I'm going to do is I'm going to remove deal age and put the duration in. I forgot where duration is, so I'm going to check where it is. Uh, Average duration per deal, duration minutes. So we're going to put average duration, so sum of duration, and I'll go for average. Same thing here. Sum of duration, and I'll go for average. Okay. And same formatting I'm going to do here. I'm going to go for this cell elements, data bars, and change the color. It's important that you choose the light color because otherwise you'll not be able to see the number. So when you choose the light color, you'll be able to see the number. So, positive and Gus. Okay. So now I've got the days and the duration. So from this, I can get, and I've got the top 7 guys at each. So the top 7 guys, and here I'm going to change this, right? I have to change this. So instead of average of deal age, I'm going to put this, and instead of sum, it's going to be average. Apply. Same thing that here. Go here, remove this, put this, and average. Okay. So that's about this video. I hope this was insightful and you guys got to take away something or the other. And I'll see you in the next video. Thank you very much. Bye bye.